My name is Zedi Bore. I work for PMI Evolve, Kenya. Indoor residual spraying is one of the malaria control strategies or interventions that is being rolled out here in Siaya County and Busia County by the Ministry of Health, the National Malaria Control Program, to reduce the malaria burden. So it essentially involves spraying inside of houses where people are sleeping, the internal walls, the ceilings, with an insecticide that kills mosquitoes. And these, once they kill the mosquitoes, it interrupts the transmission of malaria. So at the end of the day, we have the malaria incidences going down and the malaria burden going down. So it basically reduces the population of the mosquitoes and their densities in the areas where this activity is done. It's been proven to be very impactful. It's very effective in killing the mosquitoes. And so it goes hand in hand with other interventions. In the county, there are other interventions which are being rolled out. For example, use of nets, insecticide-treated nets, larviciding. There is vaccination for the children. And also there is IPTP, or kupea dawa wa mama wajawazito. Once the insecticide is sprayed on the wall, it kills the mosquitoes for a period of up to 6 to 9 months. And so at the end of the day, it keeps reducing the mosquito densities, and the malaria burden goes down. So it's been proved in other places where IRS has been done that once IRS is done, the mosquito or the malaria transmission is highly interrupted, and so the burden goes down drastically. Okay. Yes, if I can use the case of Homa Bay, the malaria prevalence reduced from around 19% to 3.6%. That's after around 6 rounds of spray campaign. Yes. In Siaya County, the previous Kenya Malaria Indicator Survey indicated that malaria, the prevalence of malaria in Siaya County was 29%. That was actually the second highest after Busia County, and that is the reason why Siaya has also been earmarked for indoor residual spraying, because of the high prevalence of malaria. Ideally, the spray campaign takes place once every year, and depending on the availability of resources, this will be conducted on yearly basis. So just before the rains, and that's why this spraying is going to happen in February, before the long rains that comes in around March, April. As partners in this, we are here to support the county government of Siaya and also Busia's counties to implement indoor residual spraying. So we support with the logistics, we support with technical support, providing technical support. So we are a team that supports these two counties to implement IRS.
My name is Catherine Onyango from PMI Evolve. I'm the Social Behavior Change and Communications Coordinator for the project. Today here we have the stakeholders meeting, the county stakeholders meeting, bringing together all the county stakeholders from the whole of Siaya County, where we are introducing to them the campaign Indoor Residual Spraying, which is due to begin on the 2nd of February, running until the 21st of February 2026. This activity, as my colleague has said, is supposed to take place once a year, and this is the first time we are conducting it in Siaya after successfully conducting it in the other counties of Homa Bay, Migori, and Busia. So for this year, 2026, we're going to have it in Siaya and Busia County. Busia County will happen immediately after we are done with Siaya County. So for this activity to be successful, we are looking at having at least 85% of the households being sprayed. We have a target number of households that we are targeting. 85% is the minimum target. Once that is achieved, we can comfortably say that the exercise has been successful. So the role of the stakeholders from this point, after the county stakeholders, we expect other stakeholder meetings to take place at the sub-county levels until the ward levels, until the point where all the community members are going to be aware about the campaign and what they're expected to do. Basically, the campaign is sponsored by the US government. It is free of charge. Nobody is going to pay anything. All we expect from the household owners is to have an adult present on that day when their house is being sprayed. We have a spray and mobilization calendar where each household member is aware of when the spray operators will be visiting their village. So we expect an adult to be at home. And the reason why we expect adults to be at home is because of the precautionary and safety measures that household owners need to take. So we cannot give those measures to children. One of the key precautionary measures is that once the house has been sprayed, we expect the household owner to be outside the structure for 2 hours. And the reason is for those 2 hours, it gives the insecticide enough time to dry on the wall. Before it is dry, it can cause reactions on the skin, and even those who have like asthma would complain that there's a smell. But once it's dry on the wall, after the 2 hours, even children touching the wall, children playing on the wall is relatively safe after those 2 hours. And we expect, apart from mosquitoes that will be killed on the walls, we'll have other insects also that will also die, like cockroaches, ants, spiders. So by the end of the 2.5 hours, we'll have a lot of insects dead in the structures, which we shall expect an adult to sweep and throw them in a pit latrine or bury. Because if we have our chicken around eating on those insects, they may not be very safe. So we expect an adult to be aware that once the spray is done in your house, after the 2.5 hours, you sweep, collect all the dead insects, any dirt, and put in a pit latrine and wipe the surfaces inside the house. Then you are safe and you are free to live in that house, and you are safely protected for a period of between 6 to 9 months. We are targeting over 200,000 households to be sprayed this year in Siaya, and we believe that there could be more because that census that was collected some time back. So any other that has emerged in between, those also are going to be taken care of. So whatever we have as our target, once we are done with the 85%, then we are safely assured that the county has been well protected from malaria.
My name is Kennedy Odhiambo Rwenjo, the Director of Public Health. Today is a great day to us. As Siaya County, we are holding our first IRS Stakeholders Forum, where we are urging the community to be able to be receptive with the indoor residual spraying exercise that is going to happen in Siaya. This exercise is targeting 255,556 households. That's about 256,000 households. That will target about will protect about 1.1 million people from Siaya. So the exercise is very important to us because under the malaria strategy, indoor residual spraying is one of the key strategies that can help reduce the prevalence of malaria, together with other interventions. So one thing you have to assure the people of Siaya is that the insecticides that are going to be used are approved. The people are going to use those particular insecticides are well trained, and of course the exercise will be also well supervised. And this doesn't mean that now we'll stop using ITNs. we'll still use the nets, we'll still use all the other malaria prevention measures. The community needs to really prepare for us from the 2nd of next month, that is February 2026, to the 21st of next month. That short period will have a very big significance to the people of Siaya, because after that, if we're able to run a survey, then we'll see the prevalence of malaria go beyond the 2-digit percentage. So that is the urge that we have as the people of Siaya, and also urging our leadership, especially the politicians, to be able to talk about this, advocate for IRS, so that we do not have any refusals from the populace of Siaya. So asanteni sana. Yeah.